Hello Internet, my name is Hazel from Hazelnuttygames. It is almost Saturday, so welcome to vlog time. This week I have some big plans as far as videos go. They're not, well, alright. I have some medium-sized plans as far as videos go. I had a comment that brought up the idea of taking a closer look at the newer faces. Now that you can change your face in the barbershop in Warlords of Draenor, a lot of people are curious about what all of the different faces look like after they've been updated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out a series of before and after videos that just go through the faces on the character customizer, showing side by side the old face and what it turns into. So you can go look up the face of your character, see what it's going to look like, and then grumble and decide if you want to change it or not, because you can do so in the barbershop. So those will be coming out over this week. There is going to be a total of like 20 of them, I think, because there's, I want to say 10 new models, male and female of each. The only one that I don't have ready to get editing is the male Draenei one, because right now, in beta, either his tongue or something else is sticking straight out of his mouth, so he looks a little bit odd. Everybody else I will be working on and putting out over this week. Starting today, I want to get one of them out tonight, so stay tuned for that. My kitten is crazy and watching me. She's been very, very sweet. We've been trying to get used to having her sleeping in our general room with us and the dog at night, and that's mostly going okay, except that at night I like to lie in bed and read, which is normally okay, except that I've pretty much gotten her to stop attacking my hair while I'm sitting up at my desk or just walking around doing my life. But if I'm laying down in bed, all bets are off as far as face and hair attacking goes, which makes it hard to sleep, and it's also terrifying in the dark when something jumps in your face and bites your hair. So, aside from that, everything's been going good. She wants to come up. Yeah. Oh, hi. Hi. You always gotta be part of something, don't you? She loves biting my mouse, which is a little bit of a problem, but we just had lots of playtime with real toys, so you should be good for a little bit. She plays fetch, and she plays fetch better than my dog does. Joker, our dog, does not get fetch. If you throw a ball, he will chase it, and he'll be real excited about that, but when he gets to it, he just turns around and comes right back to you. He does not understand the concept of bringing the ball back with him. But Kira here, she loves, I showed you last week how she likes the crumpled up paper. That game has evolved from her chasing crumpled up paper to you throwing it and she brings it back to you, sits, and drops it in front of you like a dog, which is the cutest thing ever. I gotta get a video of that sometime. So, yeah, she's a cutie. She is a giant bundle of trouble, or a little tiny bundle of condensed trouble, but I love her a whole lot and everything's going pretty good. We took her to the vet this week. She is very healthy. She took her shot like a champ because she had to get one of her vaccines done. But the vet said that he was very surprised by the age that the shelter had told us, and he thought she was actually quite a bit younger than that because she's so tiny. Yeah. Yeah, you're just a little one. So, that's my cat. This week, today, Friday, September the 26th, Hyrule Warriors is coming out, and I can't really say I'm excited about it. My husband pre-ordered it, so we're getting it from Amazon today, but you know, I got the Wii U, we're getting the game, I will definitely try it out. It should be fun. The reason I'm not super excited is because I'm kind of coming to the terms with the fact that I'm not really a Zelda person. I really want to like Zelda. I love the art of Zelda. I love the stories of Zelda. But actually playing the games is real, I don't like it. I've done it. It's not fun for me. Something about puzzles, and I really hate puzzles. So I've kind of come to terms with the fact that I'm not a Zelda fan, and that's okay. I don't have to be. And I've never played a Dynasty Warriors game, so I don't know what to expect from Hyrule Warriors, but it looks fun, so I'll give it a try. That's a thing. I got my pepper seeds. I told you, I may not have told you. I wrote on my Tumblr that I'd ordered some pepper seeds from a website called pepperlover.com. because I want to get my seeds together and stuff together so that in the spring, in February, I can start germinating them and grow like more kinds. And I'm gonna have way too many plants. But they came in the mail, and this lady that runs this website, she had a reputation for giving out like freebie seeds, and I got a couple extra packs that I didn't order with my order. And one of those packs was Carolina Reaper seeds. And for anyone that doesn't know, Carolina Reaper peppers are the current Guinness World Record holder for the hottest chili pepper in the world. If you take a jalapeno and you eat that, a Carolina Reaper is more than 100 times hotter than that. So I feel like it's my duty. I feel like I owe it to something to grow these next year, or to grow at least one of them. But I really doubt that I would be able to eat one without dying because I'm working very slowly on getting my heat tolerance up. So, but I don't know. I'm excited. And it's gonna be great for pictures of pepper growing adventures if anybody's into that, which nobody is. But if anybody was, there's some on Tumblr. I got my little gnome warlock up to level 90. I got her into some LFR gear. Her item level's not as high after a week of LFR as I wanted it to be. I wanted to be like 510, 515 with like 2 set tier, but I only ended up in 507 with only 1 piece of tier. But I'm gonna try, the whole goal is to get Green Fire done before 6.0.2. So today, it's Friday, I'm gonna stream this afternoon, and I'm gonna be streaming Green Fire attempts. I don't know if I can do it, but I've got everything gemmed and enchanted. I've watched videos, I've made macros, I've picked the glyphs and the talents and whatnot. So we're gonna do a couple hours of attempts at least, and then if I can't get it, then I'll do another week of LFR next week and try it again. We have a couple of weeks at least before the patch, I hope. My prediction is October the 14th. I think that's patch day. Quote me on that when I'm wrong. But, yeah, she's super cute. I love gnomes. I don't know how it took me this long to make a gnome. They're just great. I've been thinking about making a tank alt for Draenor. I was thinking about this ages ago, and I made a little paladin, and I got it to some point, and then I deleted it because I do that. But I've been thinking of, like, seriously making a tank alt, and not necessarily to tank full-time. I just want to be able to tank the fight so that I understand. I want to understand a fight from all 3 angles. I want to know how to heal it, DPS it, or tank it, so that if my raid has a spot missing that I need to fill, I can do that. And just so that I can be more conscious in each of my roles as to what everybody else is doing, so I don't get in anybody's way or mess anything up horribly. And as far as making a tank alt, I'm really stuck between a Draenei Paladin and a Night Elf Warrior. The whole idea with the Night Elf Warrior, I've never really had an interest in warriors in WoW, really, but they look really good in beta. They're doing really disgusting damage right now, actually, like prot warriors. I've been watching my husband play one, and it actually looks really fun, and I'm thinking of doing like a Sentinel, a Night Elf Sentinel roleplay of a prot warrior, and oh, that sounds so cool, and I think that's what I want. But the 5th episode of Lords of War just came out today, and that showed the whole story of Marad. Not Marut, Marad. Marut? Marad. Big Draenei Paladin dude. And, Marut. Marad. Damn it. Big Draenei Paladin dude, and that made Draenei Paladin look more attractive again, because you can transmog that, like, big purple mace, and oh, I don't know. I feel like I would enjoy the Paladin class a little bit more, but I really want to be a Night Elf tank, so I don't know. I'll figure that out. So we talked about all of that. Time for some questions. Skaterbun, ever-present Skaterbun, asks, what is one change you want to happen on WoW, but you don't think will? A thing that I want changed that I don't think will be changed. This is a tough one, because usually I am pretty flexible as far as changes. I usually give developers the benefit of the doubt whenever they change things, because I'm not a game developer, and I trust that they know more than me about these things. They probably do some research. It's kind of a big deal. But, a change that I want that I don't think they'll do. I want them to either, A, do away with pet battle breeds. Just make every pet have a specific set of stats for each rarity. Or give you a reliable system that is not too much of a time sink or a gold sink to allow you to get the breeds of pet you want without just farming endlessly. Because right now, I feel that there's enough complexity in pet gathering to try and catch them all and get them all in a rare, like a blue quality, rare quality, and then get them all leveled up. I feel like that's enough. And I'm somebody that spends a lot of time peddling battles. I don't know. But I don't really bother with breeds unless it's a very specific pet that is significantly better in a specific breed, because it's just too much work. So I want them to either ditch the whole system or give me a way to breed it that's not going out in the wild and trying to find one by sheer luck, because sometimes RNG just hates you. Nazi asks, from your experience on beta, how do you feel Shadow Priest compared to other casters or just other DPS classes in general? Points for the good question. Something to keep in mind is that I've only played like 3 or 4 different DPS classes on beta, and I've only played like 5 or 6 DPS classes on live. Like, I don't have a whole lot of DPS experience. I've actually spent a lot more time healing, but just keep in mind that my sphere of experience is a little limited, so don't take my word for law. I feel like for Shadow Priests, the way they've changed the mastery and the way they've tuned the numbers, they feel more competitive with the other classes now compared to what they used to be previously. I really preferred the playstyle of a Shadow Priest over some other DPS classes, and not because it's better, but because I just like it. Playstyles for DPS classes are going to be different. They're going to feel different when you play them, and everybody's going to have a personal preference as to what they like. I'm just someone that really digs the Shadow Priest thing and the visuals of it. I think the purple and the birds and the orbs and the wings, like, that's all badass. And I think I'm really happy that I'm going to be able to do the thing that I enjoy doing and have it be more competitive than before. It was not bad before. You could still viably be a Shadow Priest, but I feel like it's going to be a lot... I won't feel as guilty about doing it because I know I won't be holding anybody back by playing an inferior spec. I can't comment too much on if it's better or not better or worse than any other class, because I don't think there is any spec or class in the game that is better or worse than any other one. I feel like they've done a really good job of balancing things in terms of a lot of different aspects, and they've done so in a way that you're probably going to connect with something, and that's what you should play. Did any of that make sense? I don't know. From the Wreckage wants to know, what are you most looking forward to from Warlords of Draenor? I think, now that depends on if you're talking features or just from the expansion itself, which is kind of the same thing, but hear me out. As far as the expansion itself, I'm most looking forward to, exploring a new continent, because from what I've seen on beta, Draenor is beautiful, and there's lots of little secrets and rare mobs and things to find and things to do. So I'm really looking forward to exploring this new continent, but specifically exploring it and getting all of the battle pets. There are a lot of adorable new battle pets. There are a lot of really cute ones. A lot of them have really interesting abilities, and I can't wait to go catch them all, get a bunch of them trained, have the battle pet metagame switched up a lot, and see how those pets factor into our other strategies, because I don't think the Pandaria pet tamer dailies are going to be obsolete once Warlords of Draenor comes out, because the pet battle level cap is going to stay level 25. New tamers in Draenor are going to be level 25 tamers, just like the ones in Pandaria, so doing a Pandaria daily and getting a bag that gives you an upgrade stone is going to be just as valuable as it was in Pandaria. I want to see how those new battle pets interact with the old tamers. I want to get them, I want to love them and dress them up and feed them happy pet snacks. And yeah, as far as features for Warlords go, just like when you look at a big list of new things, new models. New models are my top thing. I squealed like a tiny little girl when I first heard about them. I've loved pretty much all of them. They all look fantastic if you ask me, and now the old ones, having played on beta, playing on live with old models makes me feel like I'm living 10 years ago, which is fair because WoW is coming up to its 10th anniversary. It needed to be done. It's being done really well, and I can't wait. So that has been my week. All right, so if you have any questions that you want answered on a Saturday vlog, just leave them as a comment on this video or shoot me a message on YouTube, or if you're not into the whole Google account thing, you can email me at hazelnuttygames@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter because updates and tweets and cat pictures, although I promise I keep the cat pictures to a reasonable level. And have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.